on, Tinkerbell. Come on. Come on, Tinkerbell.
Oh, okay.
Here comes
See.
Poops. Come on, Tinkerbell. Come on. Tinkerbell, come on.
Okay. Alright, now let me find it on here.
I love you. No, I shouldn't do that right now. We're auctioning
Where
the doll.
is...
Yeah, I shouldn't do that right now. We're auctioning off the doll. Yes, Cooper. Are you my super duper mini Cooper? Everyone's gonna think I'm weird. Mommy, let you. Sorry about those yawning, guys. I'm being weird.
Okay, creepy unabandoned places. Okay. Live. Oh, we got Allison. Yeah, Allison, next question. Hi, Suzanne. How you doing? We're going to auction off this doll.
Hi, Tinkerbell.
Hi, Vegas Ghost Girls and Susan and hello everybody. Oh, you want to have her? I don't. She creeps me out. I don't want that doll. She creeps me out. We're going to. Hi Terry, how are you feeling? And hi Gustin Rabbits. Yeah, we're gonna auction the doll off tonight. We're gonna let some people get in here, and we're gonna start the bids at $10 so that we can pay the postage and send it to somebody. And I want everybody to realize if they do purchase this doll, she is a haunted doll. Don't be thinking you're just getting a normal doll and then be all upset when she starts messing with you, because she will.
I personally don't think she's a bad doll. I've had her forever.
She's not. She creeps everybody out. She's not a good doll.
Except for me.
Except for Becky. Becky's the only one. How come I'm still in the... want to be in... I don't want to be... I'm all sweaty. I just went and bought a generator for my motorhome so I can get on the road. We're talking about... Let's get her off of here. Yeah, we're not auctioning her off.
No.
We're auctioning this one right here. This is Beatrice. Beatrice is the doll. She's a bed doll. If you watch the other 5-hour video, we had the last hour of that 5-hour video. Becky told the history. She's a bed doll. They used to put their nightgowns underneath these dolls and set them on the bed. She's an antique. She's old. And she's got a spirit in her. And I've gone on to Dee's Daily Mysteries, and she is freaked out by this doll. She has told me this doll freaks her out, and it's not good. It's not a family member like we thought. It's a bad entity that wants to get into the family and cause havoc. Okay, where we got? Let me see. I gotta see what everybody's saying here. The one in the dark pink dress, Terry.
The one that's showing now.
Yeah, and we're starting the bids off at 10 because we are going to pay the postage for anything in the United States. If you are from out of the United States, you will have to pay the postage. Augustin Rabbits, your house is haunted? Oh, I know who this is. I remember you. You were the one that was at the Goodwill, right? Augustin Rabbits? Were you the one that was at Goodwill when I was there that time? I'm positive that's who that is. Yep, okay. Oh, I'm so glad you made it on. So your house is haunted, huh?
Oh, the doll will be a good addition.
It's all crocheted, handmade. This is one of those handmade crocheted dolls that you know, Terry. I'm sure you knew people that had those on there. So if anybody is on here interested in the doll, we're going to keep this live stream going for an hour. At the end of the hour, which will be 7 p.m. my time, whoever has offered the most amount of money for the doll will receive the doll. That's how we'll do it. And the way we'll do that is the money will be put into my PayPal, and then you write me a message with that, with the money going into the PayPal with your address, and then we will ship her Monday to your address. And that way you don't have any address out where everybody can see it. But that's how we'll do that. Oh my gosh, Terry. This doll, we had it put away because it scared the grandkids. And we just took it back out again. And she's since, we know it's her. We can't prove it because we didn't see her typing on Becky's phone. But her sister received a text message when Becky wasn't even in the room. And she babysits a 2- and 4-year-old who can't text. And I was out in my motorhome. And what was the text message? What did it say?
I'll call you in a minute.
Yeah, it said, I'll call you in a minute. And Becky didn't do it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, Becky didn't do it. And then when I was doing the live feed and talking about auctioning her off yesterday, she turned it off like 5 or 7 times in the first half hour. And then for the rest of the time, it was fine. She didn't do it anymore. And today, when I was talking to my daughter, she likes to mess with your phone. She cut us off twice. And then the other day when I was charging my phone, and I had the phone to where, the screen's black. Everything was turned off, and I was charging the phone. Becky was watching a show, and she turned on YouTube videos. I know it was her, because none of this happened until we took her out of the where she was stored. And you guys all say hi to each other and check each other out. That'd be cool while you're here, might as well.
I personally think she's a really pretty doll, and I hope whoever has her enjoys her and enjoys the spirit, whoever the spirit is.
Yeah, Becky really loves all of her dolls. And if you watched the vlog yesterday, the last, from 6 to 7, we went through and showed all of, not all of her dolls, but a lot of her dolls. And they all have names, and they all mean a lot to her. So it's a pretty big deal for her to let us auction this off. This was supposed to be my 1,500 subscriber special. But I grew so fast that we're now at over 2,500 that we're a little late. So. Oh, hi, Dee. I'm glad you made it. Yeah. That's the doll, Dee, right there. That's her. That's that doll. Now you see what she looks like. Oh, I don't want to keep the doll. No way. That doll is not, I don't like that doll. I don't like that doll at all.
It's not your doll anyway.
And I'm not bidding on that doll. Not at all. That's my cousin Becky's doll. And I don't care for that doll. That doll creeps me out. Her eyes are blue, but they look friggin' black. And I'll show you guys. Look at this. They look black until you get them all the way up in here. That is a creepy friggin' doll.
That'd be awesome if she'd say hello while you had her that close.
Oh, I know, wouldn't it?
She's never talked, so.
Yeah, but this is the doll from the video that's floating across the room, and that is real paranormal activity caught on tape. It's in this room that we're in. And I've had some people say that watched that video that we had playing 5 hours yesterday, that if you watch the wall over there next to where Becky is, there's a blue fuzziness up the wall, and that there's some heads sticking out of the door. They must be talking about the closet. And they said there was eyes on the walls and on the floor. I don't know. I haven't had a chance to look through, but freaking me out. So what we're doing is we're going to start the bids off at $10 so we can pay the postage for shipping the doll to whoever wants her. And if anybody's interested, just, it's got to be over $10 so that we can ship the doll to you. And just put in your bid at 7 o'clock. Whoever has bid the most
Wins the doll.
gets the doll. And we
So
will.
if you want to start putting your bids in now, you're more than welcome to.
Right.
So start typing in how much you're willing to pay.
Oh yeah, the toilet paper roll dolls. Those are the same idea. This one was used for the nightgowns that was on the bed to cover up the nightgown when they made the bed. But she's been sitting in here, and I thought for sure she was going to move because I had her dress messed up, but she didn't. But she does mess with your electronics. We've had her do that. Obviously, we've caught her floating. She moves from room to room. She can get herself out of a drawer and go to the library. She's closed the curtains in this room. She's moved from the table to the bed. She's moved her head from left to right. Yeah. I guess I don't think the room's haunted, but it's a possibility. Dee gets the creeps from this doll too, or the shudders, or it makes her shudder every time I talk about it. So, and she doesn't believe that it's not a family member like it says it is, and
It's just an honorary contrary.
it's definitely the doll. It's definitely the doll.
Because when the doll's put away, we don't have.
Yeah, when the doll's put away, we don't have anything happen. That's what kind of really puts it down to the doll. Really does. And she's I feel like she's staring at me through the screen on the thing. She just creeps me out. I'll be glad when someone gets this doll. But I have not seen any bids on here, you guys. Doesn't anybody want this doll? It doesn't have to be a ton of money, as long as it's enough to send it to you. The grandkids are scared of her, so
That's the main reason I'm auctioning her off.
that's
So
why we're auctioning her off, because the grandkids are just too freaked out by her, and
I have to keep her in a drawer and to hang. I don't keep her in a drawer because she can get out of drawers, but I keep her locked up somewhere when they're over. And to have a doll this pretty locked up all the time, I'm not going to do that.
Becky loves. Is it a fake? Is a doll fake? I don't get what you're saying, Augustine. The doll is not fake. It's the doll. The doll is haunted. There's no doubt about it. That's what I'm saying. If someone does bid on this doll and gets this doll, be prepared to have things happen. It may not happen a lot, and Becky never caught her floating or moving in person until she made that video that's up on my channel.
That was on Halloween.
And that was on Halloween. So I don't know, did it have something to do with Halloween? Did it have to do that I moved her to take a nap that day? Wasn't it that the day that I took a nap?
Yeah.
And I had her on the table, and she wanted to be back on the bed. We don't know, because we've done some spirit box sessions with her, but she obviously lies. Because she says she's Beatrice, our mother's sister, and she's not. So we can't believe what she says. We don't know.
But she is a very pretty doll, and she is a prankster, so I don't know if she's really a bad spirit, but she does like to do pranks. So just beware, she likes to do pranks.
She's never hurt anybody, and
No.
she,
But my grandkids are scared of her, so I'm auctioning her and let someone else, because there's a lot of you that like the paranormal, and she definitely is that, because she has moved around in a couple of rooms. We showed that yesterday. And she does move her head from side to side. Now, for years, she laid on my bed, and then once I moved into a two-story, I moved her into the guest bedroom on the guest bed.
no, no one ever died in this house.
No.
No. No, this is a fairly new house. It's not that old.
This house was built in 2000 and what?
This house was built in 2001, and it was Becky's in-laws.
And the house was built over a desert, and no, there's no old burial grounds, because before they can, they have to check for burial grounds in Arizona. Build.
Well, I'm so glad that you guys made it. I mean, we can talk about anything. Any questions about the doll, we'll be pleased to answer them. And if no one bids today, I guess we'll do it another day. But maybe I should have had more. I should have put up more ahead of time what was going on, but I didn't. So oh, and Dee, I went and I bought that generator. And what is really cool is, you know how Rod's told me to go get the generator at the pawn shop. They wanted $250. I asked them if they'd take $200 for it, and then we saw a couple problems with it, so we left, and that's why I asked you. And then we went back, and they gave it to me for $165. So you were right on every time. Everything that you've told me when I go to your channel has been right on, and I just wanted to let you know that. Since I don't have to type it all out this time, I get to talk.
Is she getting any vibes from the doll right now? I'm just curious.
Dee, are you getting any vibes from the doll right now?
Just when we asked that, the dog started barking.
She's telling us there could be a big market for haunted stuff on eBay. Lots of bigger haunted channels buy them. Oh yeah, I can't believe it. Everything has been spot on the cards, on the those rod things you do, and constant chills with the doll right now. She does. She gets constant chills. If I even talk about the doll, she gets chills. Yeah.
Beatrice.
Yeah, I got Becky's phone so I can see what you guys are saying. Otherwise, I'm too blind.
Sweetie.
I can't see. I can't see all the way over there. I got my phone
Yes,
doing
you're
the
going
video.
to a new home. Oh, her
Yeah.
eyes start twitching.
Did it?
I wish I had it facing. Let's see if she'll do it again. Beatrice, how do you feel about going to a new home a minute ago? A second ago when I asked her eye was twitching. This eye right here started going.
Yeah, that doll is.
I'm sorry, guys. I should have left it facing this way.
Let me see. People like
Beatrice.
Bosargi, oh my gosh, have all
Does
bought
anyone
haunted
have
items.
questions?
Yeah, I've seen them. On oh my gosh, he's bought some. I don't think he's buying. He doesn't want people sending him haunted things anymore. He said, not that long ago when I was watching him. So I think he's done with the paranormal dolls.
I'm not going to let anyone see your petticoat underneath. I promise, Beatrice. I'm being very respectful for you.
See what I'm talking about? My cousin really isn't nuts, but she's nutty for dolls and dogs. Dogs and dolls.
Yep. So anyway, anything, go ahead and try to ask her. Let's see if she reacts.
I don't do rituals. That's something that Anthony's Haunted Rituals does. And I gave him a haunted doll that I had that he's used in some of his rituals. I don't do the rituals. They freak me out too much. I don't believe in that. I'll video Anthony doing his rituals, but I will not be involved with his rituals. No, I don't do rituals. I'll do ghost box sessions or spirit box sessions or whatever, but I'm not messing with that ritual stuff. It creeps me out too much. And the Ouija board I will never touch. So yeah, no rituals for me. I leave that all up to Anthony.
I'm surprised he's not on.
Yeah, his mom is though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
His mom
He
is
doesn't want
Carrie.
this doll when there's definite activity with her.
Well, yeah, he's probably couldn't afford it, right now. Yeah. His mom just had a stroke and stuff not very long ago, and they're all taking care of each other. So, yeah. I've given him a couple dolls. I think I gave him 2 dolls. I'm not sure. Something like that. Hey, I agree with you, Dee. Totally agree with
What
you.
did she say?
She said, same here, Debs. Spirit box okay, Ouija board no way.
Yep.
Yep. So, It's
Any-
6:20 and we haven't had any bids, so we're gonna stay on till 7 p.m. Like I said, if you have any questions, Becky did go over the history, but Becky, go ahead and tell the history again. There's new people on here.
Okay. So my mother-in-law gave me this doll many, many years ago. I don't know exactly how many. It could be anywhere between 25 and 30 years ago. My husband and I were not married that long when I was given this doll. We are now married 31, almost 32 years. And so she sat on my bed for many years, and then I moved her in when we set up a guest bedroom. I moved her into the guest bedroom onto the guest bed. And then she sat there for many years. And then once I moved out of my two-story, my big house, into a small rental house, I packed her away, and to tell you the truth, I forgot to get her back out until we moved into this house. And literally, even after moving in this house, I didn't unpack her, so she was packed away for at least 3 years. And then I let her out, and then after I let her out, then that's when some of the interesting activities started happening. My granddaughter, for the first time she came, she ran out of the bedroom and asked me where that creepy doll came from. And I go, what creepy doll? To give you an idea of how long they hadn't even seen her. And my granddaughter at that point was like 8 years old. And so I come running in here to find out what creepy doll she's talking about, and it's this doll sitting on my bed. I said, well, that's my bed doll. She goes, well, I never saw that doll before. It's creepy. Where'd you get it? And I explained to her I had it for years. Well, she was so afraid of it, before she'd go in here again, she shoved it in the drawer, which is the center drawer here of this dresser. And she got up the next morning, and it was out and sitting on top of the dresser. She comes running in, scared to death, telling
Hi,
me.
Mr. Doughboy. Glad you made it. We're telling, Becky's telling the history on the doll again, so that everybody can hear it if they didn't watch the live
One
stream
yesterday. I don't know if I missed something that I didn't share yesterday. I'm sharing today, or I shared something yesterday. I'm not today. Sorry about that. And so anyway, so then the next night, before she goes to bed, she stuck it in the drawer again because she was here for the weekend. She got up the next morning, it was sitting on this table, and it was looking at her, watching her. Scared her to death again. Then put it in the drawer again. And then the next time she came, the doll, I guess I'd leave her alone because I asked Beatrice to quit scaring my granddaughter. So then she didn't climb out of the drawer for probably a month or two or so. And then October came, and then my sister Mary came, and Debbie came. And then actually the week before they came, the doll came out of the drawer again and went on this table again and scared Haley. Then Mary came, and she was staying here, and I put the doll back out and set it on the table, and Mary said, well, I don't like it. It feels like she's following me. And then she came in one time, and she said she saw it lift up a little and sat down.
When it saw that she looked at it, it dropped back down on the table, she said.
Then we all left to go visit my mom, and I had the grandkids with me, and then we came back, and the doll wasn't in here. It was in my library on the coffee table, facing, watching the door.
And we all thought each other had been moving her around trying to scare the kids. But when Becky caught the video on Halloween,
Then on Halloween, after going trick-or-treating with grandkids, I decided to walk on this side because all this weird stuff. I'm like, well, if this doll's going to do anything, it's going to do it on Halloween, so I was going to see if I could sneak up and catch her. And as I'm walking over here, the room seemed really dark, and I thought that was weird. So I come in, and she kind of...
the drapes were closed.
The drapes were closed. I thought that was weird, and then all of a sudden she turned and faced me, so I hurried up and turned my phone on. And then all of a sudden she lifted up and came towards me, and so I just started talking to her. No, she didn't scare me. I guess I don't know to be scared. I don't know, but I don't get a bad vibe. So she came towards me, and then she came back, and she came over here and sat on the bed, and I've always sat her between the two pillows here. And she scooched in and snuggled up against the pillows, because I've always kind of put her in towards the pillows. So her skirt was always halfway under the pillows, so it was like a half moon of her skirt. Every time I've ever sat her on the bed, I've always sat her on the bed that way. So she tried to put herself in that position that I always put her in, which I thought was rather cute.
Right. And RV and Keeping It Rolling says that she's had 2 handmade Mammy dolls that she thought were haunted, and she got some bad vibes from them. The Mammy dolls, have you seen those?
Mm-mm.
I haven't either. And then after that happened, I came home because I was doing a live 30-minute challenge in a graveyard that night. And when I came home, Becky told me about the doll movie, and I go, yeah, right, whatever. And she showed me the video. And I was like, oh my gosh. And we came in, and the doll had moved to the middle of the bed, and her skirt was all the way straightened out, all the way around herself. And that's when I put her on the side table again. And we left, and I was going to get my camera and set my camera up, and I didn't do it right away. And that's when I have the video. There's the video where I come in, and I've seen that she's moved from the table back onto the bed again. And you can hear the fear in my voice. I mean, my voice is just shaking. And I'm saying, I'm going, Becky, Becky, the doll's moved. You know, that video, if you guys have watched it. And that is the last time that I've seen that she's actually moved, except for when I was doing those videos on the investigations. I swear to gosh that her head followed me once. But I could be wrong on that.
On yesterday, and then we both think her head moved a couple of times. We're not sure, so we asked everyone to look. A couple people said that they saw, like you'd said earlier,
Yeah, the stuff in
different
the room.
activities in the room. Yeah.
And I believe that one of her hands that I had down lower, this one right here, I had all the way down. I think she put it up part way yesterday. So, but what we're doing is we're going to auction the doll off. Whoever has bid the highest amount, which we've got no bids yet, we're starting the bids at $10 so that we can send the doll to whoever wins the bid. So whatever, you know, just no one's bid. So if anyone wants to bid, make a bid for her. It's got to be over $10 because we have to be able to ship it to you. And that's it. We're going to do it till 7 o'clock. If no one bids on her tonight, we will try it again. I'll try to make more notice. But I'm wanting to take off from here and head on down the road here pretty soon. So I've got the generator now, and I'll be here through this month. I might go up to Lake Pleasant, play with the donkeys a little bit. I don't know. But yeah. So anybody have any questions? Would like to ask Becky anything about the doll? We're here to answer any questions and talk amongst yourselves too. I mean, you know, that's what we're here for. But we've got another half an hour and let's see, 32 minutes left, and then we haven't had dinner yet, so we're gonna have dinner at 7. But we'll keep this open till 7. And we can all talk. Oh, hey, Dina, I'm glad you made it. No one has made a bid on the doll yet. We may not be getting rid of this doll after all. I'm not sure.
The bid's open at 10 if you want to bid on her.
Yeah, they have to bid over $10 so we can afford to ship her to whoever bids and wins. So the bids start at 10. Anything over 10, if you're interested, put a bid in. If not, you know, we'll just sit here and talk. Hey, that's always good.
Talk.
My cousin, I just love her to death. Our mothers were sisters. So,
Yeah.
well, they're still sisters, but my
Yeah.
mom passed, and her mom's still alive.
And you can see a lot of personality from them that got passed down.
Yeah, we grew up together. We used to all go out to our grandma and grandpa's farm, and Becky was the littlest, so she always had to stay in the house with everybody, and all of us kids took off and ran like nuts, crazy animals with a creek and a bunch of cows, and
I stayed up with Grandma and Grandpa.
yeah, Becky stayed up with grandma and grandpa, followed them around, and
Yep.
the boys used to get garden snakes and hang them on the barbed wire fence so us girls wouldn't follow them down to the field. Stuff like that. But we used to do that almost every week, every other weekend. Our 2 families would go to Grandma and Grandpa's in Oregon.
Yep.
And my grandparents rented that farm for $25 a month.
Yep. Well, they didn't have the farm. What they were on was a very small piece of land, but they rented that house.
Yeah, Dee, I've been a little concerned about you. How are you feeling? I mean, you need to take some time and rest, you know? If if you're not feeling well or whatever, I've been really worried about you. Oh, thank you, Dina. Dina says, haha, I love you two talking. Yeah, this is my great cousin. She's, her and her husband have totally welcomed me in. I got this far on my travels, and they welcomed me in, and they don't want me leaving.
Well, we also wanted to make sure you did the things you needed on your
Motorhome.
rig so that you would be safe on the road.
Yes, and see, I drive Becky nuts because I just drive and go, and then when I see places, I stop and film them. That's what I like to do.
Well, that part doesn't drive me nuts.
Yeah, because you want to know where I'm going and if I'm okay. She is more structured. She wants to know the details. Okay, this is where you're going to stop. Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? Where are you going to be tonight? Call me.
Yeah, I want you to call me or text me every night when you're on the road so I know you're okay. I just need to know you're okay.
Yeah.
I'm a worrywart. That's part of who I am. Danielle says that all the time. She says,
Yeah.
I worry too much.
Yeah, this is my little cousin.
Mm-hmm.
She's like 3 years younger than me. 2 years younger than me. Yeah.
Boy.
I always say 3
Oh,
years.
I know. It's 2. Well, technically it's 2.5.
Yeah.
Because you were born towards the middle of the year and I was born at
So
the end of the year.
Yeah. You were born in 63.
Mm-hmm.
And I was born in 61.
It's like my twin cousin who passed away. She was born in January the same year as me, and I was born in November.
Oh my God!
So we're pretty much a year apart.
You know what? Becky and them sold their house to the one that you said when I asked you if they should take the offer that day, and you said that yes, they should take the offer, and then I asked which offer, and then you said it was up to them. Well, they took the offer, the first offer, and so their house is sold. And they are trying to figure out how they're going to get out of here before closing, and because they need the money to get the other property and stuff. So my cousin's been a mess and just a nervous wreck also about where they're going to go. But they do have they have a trailer that has slide outs and stuff, so they have something that they can go into if they have to.
For a couple of months. Too.
Yeah, because they're going to get the places we've looked at for them, the properties, they got to take the old trailer off and then put the modular home. And that's why I've had all these videos of these different modular homes that I'm putting out all month, because I've gone with them when they've gone to look at the models, and those are some of the models that we've looked at and the price ranges. So that's why I put those on there. Yeah, 6 weeks. You have to be out when, Becky?
June 28th.
Yeah, Becky's got to be out June 28th, and this is how many square foot house?
2,700 square foot.
2,700 square feet.
And
So
we're
there's
going
a
down
lot of
anywhere
packing.
between 1,500 and 1,700 square
And they're moving into a 1,500 to 1,700 square foot. Yeah, Dee used to have quite a traveled all over like you did and stuff, Becky, and she did quite well when she was younger or something, and so she's having it rougher for her too. Yeah, Becky just says this house is just too big.
I can't keep it up, and my health has been dwindling, and I'm hoping when I move, my health will get better.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that these things said your health would be better when you moved.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I hope that you get it all figured out, Dee, and that's got to be stressful.
What's stressful? Is she moving too?
Yeah, she's got to be out in 6 weeks from where
So
she's
around
at.
the same as me.
Yeah, about the same as you. Yeah.
Finding the new place to go is never easy.
Yeah, not fun.
No. I don't wish it on anyone.
I'm so happy now that I just live in my motorhome and I don't have very much to move anywhere.
Yeah, that is true.
All I gotta do is get in and wherever I park. That's kind of nice. That's
Mhm.
kind of nice. That's the one up thing, but I'm tired of bumping my hips into the walls walking down the hallway to the bedroom. Yeah, I just bounce off the walls all the way down.
Ba-boom, ba-boom.
And no counter space for cooking. That's a little annoying, but someday I'll be getting a bigger one.
Yeah.
But until then, this one's home. She goes, I remember being, oh, this is Dina saying, I'm reading these to Becky because I stole her phone so I could see what you guys were saying because I can't read where I'm using my phone for the camera again. And Dina says, I remember being small and playing with my cousins. I choose to only let a few family in my life. Actually, it is down to my parents, my kids, and my siblings and their kids. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that, you know. Sometimes you just got to, the people that actually are there and, you know, we all got baggage. That's what I say. We all got baggage. Sometimes you got to weed out the weeds sometimes, and sometimes it's your family.
Sometimes people's baggage is a little bigger than you want around you. That's okay.
Yep.
Some
You got to do what's good for you.
I've had to do that. I had to cut one sister out. I only talked to her in reference to my mother's health. You know that.
Yep.
So I understand that sometimes you have to because the baggage they carry is too much for you to be around.
Yeah, I love my cousins. I've got a great family. I really do. I've been lucky that way. My cousins are good. My cousins are good, but I'm not in real contact with all of them. So, yeah, Mr. Doughboy is cool because he lives in an old funeral home, and he does all this he makes all these cool little things out of coins and different metal things and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the place is beautiful, beautiful.
Now, and I've been in some funeral homes. I walk through there and go, man, you could fix this up into one beautiful
he did so
home.
much work. I watched some of his videos and the work that he did on that place. I'll have to show you his channel. You'll have to check it out. Becky is very not tech savvy, and she couldn't even find my channel on her phone. Okay, so I'll find your channel for Mr. Doughboy on her phone so she can go and watch your videos. And same with you, Dee. I'm gonna put her. I'm gonna subscribe her to you guys' channel.
And then hopefully I'll figure out how to get back on to it.
Well, I'll get you the YouTube app, and then all you gotta do is push on that, and there you go. You can just go right on there.
Okay.
I'll show her how. I know how to do that.
That's why she knows the doll's real. I can't even figure
Yeah,
that.
I know she didn't fake that doll. I wasn't here, so people said, well, you weren't there, Debbie. How do you know that doll really floated? And I go, my cousin doesn't even know how to get on YouTube. So she doesn't know how to make a doll float across the room because of some freaking app or something, you know? It's hilarious. She is so. Her husband, and I'm not real tech savvy either, and her husband is the one that figured out how to get the video from Becky's phone into the cloud, and then downloaded it into his computer, and then from his computer he emailed it to me, and then
there's probably an easier
there's probably a way
but none
easier
of us are smart enough to
and none of us knew how to do it. So then we got it. You're starting. So we got it in the. I can't talk. That's Becky, you guys, not me.
Oh my god.
So anyway, so then her husband, we got it emailed to me, and I got it on. I was able to upload it onto the channel, and that's why we have the 1:54 seconds. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. That's for sure.
And one of my favorite sayings is, "I'm not."
Oh, the Pooh Bear just moved.
The what?
Mr. Doughboy said the Pooh Bear just moved.
This one?
Yep.
Really?
Uh-huh. Did anybody see that besides him? We can look back. I was too busy laughing at Becky. Oh my gosh. See, I told you. That's why I pulled him out. And the two dolls that are up on the table over here, I pulled them out of the closet because
Yeah, they were in storage for a while too.
Because they're in those rocking chairs, and I thought, well, maybe they might rock or something, you know?
I've had this one forever too. I used to babysit this one little girl many years ago. She's now since graduated college, And I bought this dolly knowing she would love to play
Thank
with
you,
this dolly.
Dina. She was laughing with we were cracking her up big time. Sorry. I
That's
didn't mean to
okay.
interrupt you, Becky. It's not in a rocking chair though, Mr. Doughboy.
Well, it's
It's,
not a rocking chair.
He goes, maybe the dog bumped it. But
No, it's in a toy.
it's in a high chair, a toy high chair. And what part moved? We're gonna move it up here. Does
Can
it
you
show?
see it?
Yeah, it's up there, isn't it? Yeah, it's right there.
There's that better.
It's kind of in front of that light. Yeah.
So they can't see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Here, does that help?
Yeah, I think so.
So now everyone can see it's a high chair.
So I don't know what part, but Tinkerbell could have hit its foot, I guess,
Yeah.
walking by, but I don't think so. We'll have to look back at the video, right, and see what happened. See if we can figure that one out. Well, it looks like you guys, Becky's gonna still have her doll because it's 6:41. We have no bids. And
I thought someone would want the dolly.
well, you know, Becky, we'd only have 4 or 5 people that have been on here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm surprised
that's it.
someone
And
wanted the dolly.
but we can put it up again, or like she said, he was talking about putting it on eBay, and you'll get it, put it on auction at eBay.
Well, I don't know how to do that.
I know, we'll figure it out. Becky don't know how to do that, but if we don't get rid of it, we'll I'll help you do the eBay thing.
Okay.
We'll do the eBay thing. So you guys, I bought because my birthday's May 26th, so I bought this is funny too. I bought a drone, and it's a piece of crap. It doesn't work, it doesn't fly, it flips over.
Yeah, it goes.
It was $50.
So you go to try to go and it goes like this, it goes.
Yeah.
Just like this, it goes.
Um,
I mean, it doesn't even go up. If it does it barely, it's like a little bump and then and
So-
it just flips over. We were laughing so hard
so
trying to get it
we
to
put
go.
it back in the box before I broke it, and we're sending it back. And I watched some videos on YouTube.
I wish they could see your expressions because you got, and you guys, she's not going in front of the camera, but if you can see her expressions as she's saying this, then you'll understand why I keep laughing. Because she is cracking me up.
Well, I'm all sweaty because I was out getting a generator and stuff, and I'm still hot, and I just don't want to be in front of the camera. But so what was I saying? Okay, so I decided to watch some videos, and those videos. What are you laughing?
I'm trying to copy you, but I can't do it like she's doing. I'm trying, guys.
Anyway, so I watched the videos, and the videos I watched said the one guy said that was a piece of crap that he could not recommend, and they gave it to him free. They gave it to him free so that he would do a demonstration on it. And he goes, I'm sorry you guys that gave it to me free on Amazon, but I'm not gonna I can't say it's a good drone, it's a piece of crap. So we're sending it back, and I did find another one that was in the same price range.
I'm trying. I'm not doing as good a job as she's doing. But
Anyway, I found this other one that's in the same price range. Well, it's a little bit more. It's like $30 more. It's like
Oh, she
$80.
looked up as she did that, everyone.
It's
With
like-
this really cute expression.
It's like $80. Oh, what kind is it? I have no idea what kind it is. It's cheap, kids model.
It was
But it had 2 cameras on it, but it didn't tell you how to go from one camera to the other either. I can go get the box. I'll go get the box and see what kind it is. But I really wanted a drone, and since my birthday is the 26th, we decided that
Oh my God,
since I didn't use.
I'm just remembering the whole process with the
Oh yeah,
social-
she made me wait for her husband because I was gonna break it, and I was just going crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna go get the box and see what kind it is, Mr. Doughboy. I'll be right back.
Now I'm just laughing, Debbie. She's on her way out. She'll be right back in a second. But if you guys could have seen while she was trying to explain it to you, she would do things. She was doing her hand like this and like this. And I was trying to copy, but I wasn't doing a very good job. But she kept doing these funny expressions as she was talking. I wish you could have seen her. You would have
Okay.
understood why I was laughing.
It's a top vision. This is it's really light. You can't even have a mile-hour wind, and it would just. But it's a top vision. I'm sorry, top vision, and visual focus. And they were talking about how it could follow you around. It said all kinds of cool stuff.
And when they delivered it, the delivery guy delivered it to the wrong house.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. So, we got 14 minutes left.
Any bids? Come on, let's get bids, people.
We have no bids.
No bids.
So,
Nobody wants my doll. You hear that, Beatrice? Nobody wants
Beatrice
it.
probably telling everybody, yeah, you better not bid on me because I'm going to make your life miserable.
See,
'Cause
Beatrice?
I don't think she wants to go. I don't think she
Well,
wants
she's
to go.
been with me for 20 some odd or 30 years. I don't remember how soon I got her.
And when she started turning off my live feed yesterday, she did it in the first half hour like 7 times. And I know it was her.
Yeah,
Because once Becky brought that other doll out, she quit doing it.
yeah. It's like they're buddies.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what kind it is, Mr. Doughboy. Is top flight. Was it what I say it was?
I don't know.
It's top vision, and it's a visual focus, and it was $48, I think. You know, I saw that it had camera, and I thought I could, maybe get a couple aerial shots or something. It said it would do 4 to 6 mile an hour winds, but it doesn't. It doesn't, and it has no power. That's what the guy said. It comes with 2 batteries. Yeah. But I'm looking at another one that comes with 2 batteries, and it's the same guy that did the review on this one did the review on the one I'm thinking about getting, but it's like an $80 one, and it has 20. It says it'll go for 20 minutes on each battery, but when he tested it with a 6 mile an hour wind, it went for like 16, 17 minutes, which is really, really good. They say for a drone. A kid's toy drone. It's so for me to learn on a drone, it's better to get the cheaper version, and that way if I break it, it's not going to be like spending a few $100 or $800 on a really good one. One day I will get, but it'll be a lot.
Here's Tinkerbell. Can you see her?
Get a Whoop. Are those pretty inexpensive? Under $100, maybe. I'll have to check that one out. Yeah, I know nothing about drones, so except for the really, really
She's going
expensive
tight
ones.
against me.
Except for the really expensive ones that you hear about, those Mavic and I forgot what the other one is. Those are the only ones
Hi, Tinkerbell.
Yeah, I'll check that out, Mr. Doughboy. I'll look that up. Let's see. Have you? Do you have a drone? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, you guys. Please.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. I know I'm being weird. Sorry, guys.
Oh, what did I do?
I don't know. What'd you do?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, nothing? Did you do a boo-boo?
Oh, did you really? I love your work. I'm going to show Becky your channel. I'm so excited about. I love the turtle. I love the turtle you did. That was really, really cool.
Someone
I really
does
liked
artwork?
it. Oh yeah, Mr. Doughboy.
Oh, he does artwork?
Oh yeah, he does a lot of coin. He makes different animals and stuff, and he does a lot. Well, he did all the remodeling in the funeral home too. So he does woodworking, all that kind of stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's a really talented guy, and he lives in a really interesting place that I would love to go and do a ghost box session at.
Yeah, that'll probably be interesting.
That would be fun. So, getting kind of quiet now.
No one's talking?
Has the doll moved? Has
I don't think so.
See, and there's other dolls back here. There's a bear in the closet, and there's a rabbit with a, what is that, a Cabbage Patch Kid face on that
This
chair.
is a Cabbage Patch here too.
Oh, yeah, it is, huh?
Like I said, I bought this one.
So,
And this
it's a, do you know how much those whoops go for, Mr. Doughboy? And then you're happy with it? It flies pretty good? $70, wow. And so are you pretty pleased with it? Does it fly pretty good? I mean, I know the cameras won't be the best at that price, but shoot, you know, you get some aerial shots, that's good.
Tinkerbell. You silly girl.
Yeah, she is.
Tinks.
I haven't taken my pills for 2 days.
Oh, that explains a lot.
That's why she's doing it. Yeah, I have congestive heart failure and high blood pressure and stuff, and I forgot to take my pills yesterday. Well, I wasn't sure if I took them or not, and I didn't want to take them twice. And I haven't taken them yet today, and I need to do that. And my dog, whenever I don't take my pills, she starts licking my foot. I don't know what it is about her. She does that. She doesn't like it when I don't take them. I guess she senses something. So I'm going to take those when we have dinner. So, Mr. Doughboy, do you like how it flies? Are you pleased with it? Or maybe he left.
Maybe.
Well, we've only got 2 people in here according to this. Well, we've got,
Something just came up on the screen.
oh yeah, it does that whenever I get a message, something.
Oh, no, they didn't do that before. That's the first time they did that. It was a white thing that came up above. I hadn't done that before.
It's a text message.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Do you like that Whoop drone? Does it fly pretty good? Are you pretty satisfied with it? I guess I should face where the camera is. Maybe I could be heard better. Do you like that Whoop drone? Are you happy with it?
See if I can get her to do something. before we
Yeah,
go on.
she doesn't want to get auctioned off. I don't think she's cooperating very well.
I think you're right.
I don't have a Whoop, but everyone says it's perfect to learn with and almost can't break it. Oh, really? I'm gonna check into that then. I'll check that. I'll check that out. I'll remember that Whoop. I thought you were like, give me a whoop whoop.
I'm really trying to. I'm not succeeding.
So I'm getting kind of hungry, so we're gonna go ahead and start breaking this down.
No activity! You little Beatrice, you little stinker.
Well,
Hey
you
guys,
know,
am I
they
kissing
say
her?
the spirits act up when they want, not when we want them to.
I know I'm trying to piss her off right now.
Well, you don't want to piss her off. I'm telling you, she's not our aunt.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm sleeping right there.
I never noticed that before. It makes a noise.
That's her eyes,
Is it?
isn't it?
Oh my god, it is.
Okay.
Nighty night.
Thanks you guys so
Wakey
much.
wakey. Nighty night.
We're gonna go ahead. We got 5 minutes left, and if you're still here, Dee, thank you, and Mr. Doughboy, Dina, appreciate y'all coming by. I thought for sure my daughter Natalie would be on, but she didn't. RVing, keeping
The
it
dog
going.
creeps her out. She probably doesn't.
Augustin Rabbits, I love all you guys. Thank you so much for coming. And I'm going to start doing, and Susan Allison, thank you so much. If you're still there, Terry Haynes. I know a bunch of people are gone, but I just want to say hello, and Vegas Ghost Girls. I want to say hello and goodbye to everybody. And I really appreciate y'all coming on. Okay, we didn't get rid of the doll, but maybe next time, you know?
Yeah, we could try maybe sometime next week.
Well, I won't be here. I'll probably be gone.
Okay.
So-
you're gonna be gone for probably a week then.
Well, yeah, I'm going to be around to help you with the yard sale.
Okay.
So,
Well, then we could try again.
so maybe next weekend or something. I will have a great night, and you have a great night too, Mr. Doughboy. And I really appreciate you coming by and showing some love like this. I really appreciate it, and I really love your channel. And I will get you will get another subscriber here because Becky will subscribe, and she can check out your stuff. I just love what you do. It's great. All right, you guys. Oh, and I'm still waiting for my review. I've been up for review for 2 weeks now, and I don't know what the deal is, why it's taking so long. They say it could take up to a month or a little over, is what it said on where my review thing is. So they must have a lot of people that are up for review right now. That's why it's taking so long. But hopefully we'll start making a few cents here and there, you know. All right, I love you guys. Have a great night. Thank you for coming, and I guess nobody wants the doll. One last time, any bids? $10 or more? Okay. I am going to say goodbye. Have a great night. Oh, we just got someone else just came in. All right, I'll stay on till 7. If you're interested in the doll, put in your bid now because it's $10 or more. We got to do $10. We're starting them at $10 because of we got to have shipping money to ship it to you. So we're going to shut this down at 7 p.m. here my time. That's 2 more minutes. And now we're back down to 2. So I don't know who's here, but thanks, you guys. I had a great time talking to everybody. And we'll come back on when I'm here visiting Becky next time. I might do one before that, but just to visit. But we'll get Becky back on. It's always fun to have a extra crazy person in the room. All right. Okay. Yes. Man, this 2 minutes is taking forever.
It does.
Oh, we got steaks cooking. Her husband, my other cousin Mike, is making us some steaks, and I'm ready to go eat.
Yeah, I'm hungry too. And we had yummy pizza for lunch today.
Yeah, we did lunch pizza. We did pizza lunch from what's
Papa
that?
Murphy.
Papa Murphy's Take and Bake. Take and Bake.
And I like the cowboy, but instead of the regular sauce, I like it with their garlic sauce. Yum!
But the video I did of that other pizza place, the Fired Pie,
Oh my
Oh
Lord,
my
that
gosh.
is pure heaven.
that is the best place ever.
It's
Best
pure
place
heaven.
ever.
If you ever get a chance to go there, any of you in the Arizona area, I'm telling you, you have
You get it
whatever you want.
what?
It's the same price. It is like you come and you eat it, and it's like, oh, it's wonderful.
It is so good. It is really, really good. And it's like a 10-inch pie, and you put whatever you want on it, as much as you want on it, for like $8.50 or something.
Dinner 10 minutes.
And it's like ready in 10 minutes.
No, dinner's in 10 minutes. Mike
Oh.
just came up. He went,
Oh.
dinner 10
Oh,
minutes.
dinner's in 10 minutes. So it's 7 o'clock, you guys. Okay, we're out of here. Love you. Thank you so much, and have a great day tomorrow because you know you can. And love you. Peace.
Don't buddy.
Oh, I gotta do it over here. I'm trying to turn it off on yours, and I can't turn it off on yours.
My dolly.
Your dolly didn't want to go.
Well, Dolly's going whether she wants to.